Severa has been running that high line anyway, but now is he gonna? Now he's probably gonna. He's gonna fight for the position. These two are gonna set each other up though, because I guarantee you, Brian, whoever makes the pass, watch for the crossover.
Yeah, and Chris Rivera not having to, he's been running up there on the top. One thing about it is so easy to get up in there into that wall trying to hold the momentum. It's difficult also for Justin Levine. I mean, it's just difficult all around to be side by side at a track like this. I mean, Levine not able to get the momentum he probably wants riding on the bottom. But it looks like he might get clear here. No, see, there goes Severa getting the run on the top. So this is still a dogfight going on right now. And the longer these guys are side by side, I think the more chance there is that Jose Acosta could get up here. But now Levine does have the lead in hand.
Yeah, and the thing about it, Severa, like you can't run side by side here very long because this track is kind of bumpy. But now Severa is going to do what he does best. Now he's going to put that pressure on Levine and just kind of repay that favor.
You also see Ryan Strunk right now catching up here to the 42. Could we see a battle happen for third place here? Warren Young right now is in sixth place. He is chasing down Josh Schaffner.
Yeah, Schaffner seems to be off the pace a little bit. He was definitely a lot faster in that first stage. I don't know if it was a product of a poor start, but he doesn't seem to be enjoying that car as much as he did there during the first run.
Definitely doesn't. Greg Wyszynski diving underneath Warren Young, going to try to take over sixth here, and he does it. Greg Wyszynski looking quick here.
Yeah, if Wyszynski can keep his car together in one piece tonight, that will be awesome for him. But somehow, as we were not directly aware, seems like Robert Pattengale has actually found himself some 10 laps off of the lead pace. And now, here comes Schaffner to the inside.
Schaffner actually going to be taking a trip down pit road. I think something must be wrong with that car. That could explain why he was off the pace. Something went wrong here.
Yeah, like I said, he definitely wasn't handling as well as he was. It looks like he's going to be withdrawing.
Man, hate to hear that. Hopefully it's not computer issues. I know that today, I think he was working on his computer, was having been having some issues with his PC. Thought we had got all that ironed out. Hopefully that's not what it is. Hopefully it's something else. But either way, there's going to be some points he does not want to lose here.
But as this race continues, though, looks like Levine's just getting a little bit more comfortable out there on Severa now. And this is how long is Severa going to let that go? How far is Severa going to let him get? Those are the questions that I would wonder. I don't think he's really probably not concerned about Levine as much in the points for that one stage point. It's only a difference of one, so I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how far he pushes that spectrum here at the end.
Yeah, I'm curious myself if he's going to be really trying to challenge Levine here. I do believe he is. He's catching up to the back bumper here. And, that's one thing I just said earlier, about it being hard to really, learn and, judge yourself on other cars when you're out front. And I think that's kind of what Severa was dealing with there. He wasn't really able to judge himself on anyone else until now Levine has gotten in front of him. Now Chris Severa's seen a huge run of speed. I think it's because he's seeing what Levine's doing and maybe trying to do it better.
Yeah, I think he's just taunting with him right now. So, Brian, I think he's just going to run his line and just keep that 62 car right there in that rearview mirror and just, make him nervous and make him make a mistake. But Levine he's as cool as the other side of the pillow. So, but this is textbook racing, though.
Oh, yeah, this is textbook racing from both of these drivers. Always the mask, they're pretty much, top echelon of the ISCA, usually these two drivers taking care of business. And you could tell, I mean, they're faster than everyone else out there right now. Justin Levine, 23.366 last time by. Chris Severa, 23.425. Those guys are faster than everyone in the back. But I will say, or in this field, I will say, Al Kozlowski turning some very good laps out there. Wouldn't be surprised. Looks like he's been running pretty good here tonight. I think he's been doing a lot better when it comes to keeping that car clean. Side-by-side racing, though, for the lead. Chris Severa has the bottom line.
Chris Rivera he just sat right there behind the 33, and just like that, now he's got that bottom line. That bottom line proved to be dominant for the 33 earlier as he made the pass on the 62. Now the roles are reversed as the 33 is on that high side. Now here's that crossover. Right now, is he going to try to get back on the inside now, take that lower line to get the dominant position on the 6-2. The battle for the lead continues.
Yeah, these guys are fighting hard right now, and I'm loving every bit of this. I mean, this reminds me of today's Xfinity race, you know, seeing Justin Allgaier and Josh Berry fighting it out. This is exactly what we're seeing right now from these two drivers. They are fighting like their life depends on it, and that's what we see from a lot of race car drivers on the sim and in real life. I mean, they love this stuff so much. I mean, they love racing, and you could tell.
Yeah, absolutely. The 33 car, though, got a little bit loose right there coming out of turn 3. And that's going to allow Severa to once again run away and get a little bit more of a comfortable lead. But now Levine himself has got Mr. Acosta breathing down his back door.
Yeah, he definitely does. Gonna definitely be feeling a little bit of pressure here for sure. As he could have, getting loose like that, I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe overheating those tires a little bit there with that little bit of a loose condition.
It's really good to see Jose Acosta coming on. I'm sure this is his debut here for us here with the Tucson Sound Art Cup, but he is definitely putting on a pretty good performance. He currently finds himself in 3rd place, closing down even the likes of Levine and Severa.
Yeah, definitely looking at 42 is looking really strong. I mean, he's got a little bit of right front damage, but it doesn't seem like it's affecting him very much. I mean, he looks like he's in a John Deere right now. That thing looks reliable. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. Absolutely. Like I said, these guys are definitely putting on a pretty good show for us here tonight, even though we got a field of just 15 cars starting, and it looks like we've got some 12 cars that are still actually in the race. Out of those 12 cars, I think we're showing 11 of those 11 cars on the lead lap at this point.
And I mentioned Al Kozlowski before, been having some really good races, kind of been just having quiet races, which is kind of a surprise, when we think about Al Kozlowski. I mean, usually he's that guy that comes out here and, races hard, but he's been running some real smart races. He's up to 5th right now, worked his way by Greg Wachinski. That's the kind of race I would want to have at Dover. I would want to have a real quiet race.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. You have to be available at a race like this at the end, and there's going to be another opportunity for at least one more opportunity for a lucky dog, if you will. But the key is just to stay on the lead lap, keep your car clean, and be available at the end of the thing to be competitive to win.
And now going to have 5 laps remaining in this stage. Chris Severa still out front, 4/10 the gap here on Justin Levine. So I do believe Severa looking like he might have back-to-back stage victories here. Oh, big loose condition there from Jose Acosta.
Yeah, this is the time, though, in that run where those tires start to get a little bit iffy, so drivers, and Dover is one of those tracks where you don't need a whole lot of help to get loose, but you can definitely find it here.
Yeah, and I think what we're seeing is, as I mentioned before, this stage being a little bit shorter because of that technical difficulty, really gave a lot of guys the go-ahead to risk it and drive the car hard to get as much pace out of it instead of worrying about tires quite as much. So I think some of these guys might be struggling because of that.
Yeah, but that's going to probably make it a little bit more detrimental because as pit road is closed, the one thing you want to teach guys at this point is conservation, because the drivers have to be able to manage those tires on a track like this for that long run, because you want to make the tires last as long as the fuel. I mean, that's just the bottom line. But Chris Severa having an absolute awesome evening. He has got that G&G car proven to be the car to beat.
Yeah, definitely looking like he is the car to beat here so far tonight. And it takes a lot of time to put in. You got to put a lot of work in to get these cars right. And a lot of these drivers probably cut their teeth a lot in the officials all week long, kind of bring, to get up to these races. But one thing about it that can be deceptive about those officials is that, these guys in this race here tonight have 75% fuel. that changes the handling of these cars so much.
Yeah, Roger that. Those DMG guys, though, they're I guarantee you they're putting in the laps. As looks like Chris Rivera is going to go ahead and close out stage 2 as your stage 2 a winner. Justin Levine not having quite enough to close the gap. He gonna come home in that second position with Jose Acosta being shown in the unofficial third. Ryan Strunk finds himself in fourth with Al Koslowski in fifth place. Greg Wachinski finds himself in sixth. Frank Flores seventh. Eric Kling in eighth. Mr. Young in ninth, and Gary Adamson rounding out those 10 points paying positions. With that, let's step away and take a word from our sponsors.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back, race fans, as we are back live racing here at Dover. Stage 2 now in the books, Brian, and it has indeed been a little bit of a, well, predictable race so far.